Wonderful morning to one and all dear students. This is Vandana Jwani, your English teacher, and I welcome you all students for the English period today. I would like to begin this day with a quote. Practice makes a man perfect. Right? We all have heard about this quote. So, in today's period of the revision, we are going to revise the topic of YLE, not all the topics, but one or two topics so that you get to know how you're supposed to solve and what are you going to do or what you are supposed to do for that particular question. Yes. So I had sent you the worksheet through the prisons as an attachment. So you are going to open that worksheet, keep it in front of you in your mobile, take your English CW book. Yes, you will be writing only the answers over there in your English CW book. You will scan it and you will upload it under worksheet section. Yes, students, what you have to do, I repeat my instructions. I had sent you all the worksheet as a PDF through Prisms as an attachment. You're going to open that worksheet right now. When you're going to view the video, you will be solving the worksheet along with me as I'm doing, and you will be writing the answers in your English CW book. Only the answers, you will scan it and then you will upload it onto the drive under worksheet folder for standard 6. Yes, so quickly get your English CW book, get a pen in your hand, take a pen in your hand and be ready, and please open the worksheet also. Open the worksheet in the sense you have to open into your mobile. There's no need for you all to take the printout. Yes. Yes. So first one that we are going to do today is about the simple past tense or past continuous tense. Now we have seen such a kind of exercise which we had solved in our Wiley textbook as well as in the part of our grammar gear. And when I had checked this, the worksheet which I had sent earlier, students, I've checked some of your worksheets, and you all have ended up making a lot of mistakes, and that is the reason why I am taking a revision of this topic again. Now I am not going to teach you all something, okay? I'm going to take up the solving of the worksheet which I have sent to you all. So let us begin doing it together. We need to complete the following sentences with the past simple or past continuous forms of the verbs in the bowl. So you see in each sentence you have the verbs, either you have to make it into past simple or past continuous. So let us start and do it together. Adam was so tired that he dashed all day yesterday. That he slept? No, it would be past continuous. That he was sleeping. Come on, students, do it together along with me. Next, after we are done with the whole of it, the whole questions, then we are going to check the answers. Okay. The other day, I dashed a very nice shirt in the shop window. Yes. I was saying, no, there could be no past continuous, so it would be past simple. The other day, I saw. Yes. Next. We dashed not go to the opera last night. The tickets were sold. Not go. Yes, so the past simple of not will be didn't. Okay, so we didn't. How you will write didn't? See on the screen. D-I-D-N apostrophe and then T. Next, dash. He still the verb bracket given to you is, yes, the verb is given. He still sleep. Dash yesterday morning when you came back home. Yes. Now see, students, there is, if you see to this question, there is a question mark which is being asked. Oh, sorry, which is being there. It means we need to reframe the verbs using in the bracket so that the question is formed. So can we say he slept, he still, or he was still sleeping yesterday? No, because if you start with he was still sleeping, students, you wouldn't get a question mark. A question mark or a question always has the beginning with the WH question or and so on that we have studied in the lower classes. So, was he still sleeping? Sorry, was he still sleeping yesterday morning when he came back home? Next, Tina dash supper between 6 and 7 yesterday evening. So Tina was having, describing about past continuous, something, an action which was going on in the past. Sixth one, the day before yesterday, John dash a car. Can we say was bringing a car? No. John bought a car. So it is past simple. Bought a car. Little Anne dash absent from school for 2 days last week. What will be the past of be, students? We have done this into our practice exercises in the YLE textbook. The past of be will be was. So little Anne was absent from school for the past 2 days last week. Next, I dashed your letter a few days ago. Can we say I was receiving your letters? If that could be, so the structure of the sentence will be I was receiving your letters from the past few days, but they have not mentioned. You need to look at the structure of the sentence also, students. So it will be past simple. I received your letter a few days ago. Next, yesterday at 9 p.m. dash a book. Yes, yesterday at 9 p.m. dash a book. And the verb is she still read. So it would be in the past continuous. Just think, students, what could be the past continuous of still, she still read? I'm not going to tell you directly. I'm going to give you time to think. You need to reflect, students. Think upon it. Yes, yesterday at 9 p.m. she was still reading a book. And last, dash you go to the mountains last winter? Now again, students, here see there is a question mark. So you need to reframe your answer so that you get a question mark only. That is, it has to be a question. So how will you reframe? With this, you have to do it on your own. I'll give you 1 minute to reflect, to think, and then I will display and discuss the answer with you all. Yes, think. I'm waiting for your students. You go. Can you directly put you go and then form the question? No, it's not going to give you the correct structure to form the question. So now we have to discuss. Now you cannot even put have you go. Have comes under present. Will you go to the mountains last winter? No. Will is again future and it is not fixed. It is not suiting to the structure of the sentence. So you need to remember that you have to frame it into past simple or past continuous only. So it would be did you go? Correct, na? Because you are asking a simple past question. Did you go to the mountains last winter? So you are asking the question in this simple past tense. Yes. Now let us check whether we have got all the answers correct. Yes. Here are the answers for your students. You need to check what we have discussed because you all have noted in your notebook also. Okay. I hope that we all are done till here, students. Now, you will move to the next worksheet. That just below on the next page, I have given you the other worksheet. You all will open to that worksheet now. We will be solving that worksheet also together. Yes, keyword transformations. Now, this is one of the most important uh, exercise which you will find in your Wiley textbook. In many of the lesson students, you have these key transformations, right? We have I had given you as your homework also. So we are going to practice a lot of key transformations because it is very important for you all to reframe the structure in the correct order. And that is the reason why I'm constantly taking these exercises. And when you will go to the higher classes, that is when you go to your 7th standard or your 8th standard, you have these kind of exercises. Yes, so it is very important for us to practice a lot. Yes, so let us read the question and do it together. For questions 1 to 6, complete the second sentence so that it has a similar meaning to the first sentence. Using the word given, do not change the word given. So you have the highlighted one over here in the bold and capital. You do not have to change this word, not even the form of this word given. Rather, you have to put that word into your second sentence and additional 3 or 4 an additional 2 to 5 words more, including this word, that is the word in the bold given. Yes, and when you are going to reframe the second sentence, now students, listen carefully. When you are going to reframe the second sentence, this one, you don't have to change the entire meaning. The meaning will not change of the question. You are just reframing by adding the additional words and by the hint word which is given to you. Okay, so let us do it all together. Be ready. Was it necessary for her to spend so much money on it? Yes. Now you have been given the hint word have. The second sentence given to you is, did Dash spend so much money on it? I'm not going to directly display it, okay? You need to think upon it. You need to first think, make a note of the answers, and then cross verify and check when I'm doing it with you all. So you can pause the video, think about the answer, write, and then come back. Yes. Was it necessary for her to spend so much money on it? And the hint given to you is have. So, did Dash spend so much money on it? Did she have to spend so much money on it? Now, when we look at sentence 1 and sentence 2, the structure is different, but the meaning is the same, students. Was it necessary for her to spend so much money on it? Was it really very necessary? That's the question being asked. And second one, did she have to spend so much money on it? The meaning is same, only the structure is changed over there, students. Remember this when you're going to solve such kind of question or reading skill. You do not have to change, when you're reframing the second sentence, you do not have to change the meaning. You just have to add the words, but the meaning should be same as to the question being asked. Second one, she's driving too fast for me to keep up with her. She dashed for me to keep up with her. Yes? Think. She is not driving slowly enough. I'm sorry. She is not driving slowly enough for me to keep up with her. It means that she is driving very fast, and because of which I am not able to keep up with her. That's the meaning of the second sentence. And that is what is the first sentence also saying, that she is driving too fast for me to keep up with her. To keep up means to cope up with, up to her level, up to her speed. Third one, Suzanne and Frank don't like each other. Yes, Suzanne and Frank, they both don't like each other, and the hint is given to you as well. And the second sentence, Suzanne and Frank dash with each other. Just think. Suzanne and Frank don't get on well with each other. That means they are not able to cope up with each other. They are not able to go together. They don't like being with each other. Yes. Next, it's possible that he hasn't been informed about his uncle's death. And the answer, he dash informed about his uncle's death. Yes, he might have not been informed about his uncle's death. Next, Mark is very patient. He'll never give up. Patient in the sense, here students, patient means he or the Mark is having patience. Okay, he can wait, and not that hospital wala patient who are admitted in the hospital, not that one. Okay, so Mark is very patient. He'll never give up. And you have the hint word as to. Reframing of the sentence, Mark is dash give up. Quite easy, students. Try to do it on your own. Mark is too patient to give up. And last one, I'm sorry I didn't go to college. The hint given to you is regret. What's the meaning of the regret, students? Regret is a synonym for sorry. That means regretting means that regret means being sorry for something or some action that you have done. So I regret not going to college. Now, if you see all the answers, students, I haven't gone more than 5 words. So when you're going to solve any of the questions, no matter for which subject it is or which part of English even it is your reader, your grammar, your while, anything, when you have been given the instructions clearly, you need to follow those instructions and see to it that you're completing within that instruction given to you. Have I gone anywhere more than 5 words? If because they had given the limit, it should be between 2 to 5. So when you're going to solve such kind of exercises, students, don't be in a hurry to solve. I know it is easy, but you will end up making a lot of mistakes also, which you shouldn't be doing it. Yes. So now let us check whether we have what we have solved together, whether we have got it correct or not. Yes. Okay, so let us check one by one. It's not reflecting altogether. Okay, it's correct. Correct. See here we have made use of the phrasal verb. So he might had not been informed. No, might have is only correct, students. I don't know why it's not reflecting like that, but have is correct. So our answer is correct over there. Okay, so we have what we have discussed. That is the answers for you all. You can make a note of the answers in your English CW book, students, and you will be scanning it and uploading under the worksheet sections, a worksheet section of English subject. Yes, and yes, that's it for today, students. We'll be meeting again soon, and I would also be sending another worksheet for the practice that you will be doing it in your English CW book only. Yes, that's it for today, students. We'll meet again. Thank you so much.